Everyone, Crypto Housewife here, and tonight I'd like to talk about Digibyte. I also have a playlist for them too on my channel. So Digibyte, one of my favorite coins out there. It's a fork off of Bitcoin, and let's just get right into it. I want to talk more about price prediction, but before, let's just get a couple facts out there. So Digibyte, or DGB, is a fourth generation blockchain and cryptocurrency that consistently ranks amongst the top performing projects in the market. The network is best known for its high scalability, security, and unique multi-structured consensus mechanism. Today, Digibyte has a strong following in the market and across numerous social media channels. The platform is recognized for its pioneering technologies. Awesome. Not going to read you everything about it, but if you wanted to pause and just eyeball these articles, go right ahead. So that's one. Let's see. Okay, what is Digibyte? So Digibyte is an open source blockchain primarily used to make payments. It is designed as an alternative to Bitcoin that improves transaction speed while maintaining security. Now, this is a big plus. Improves transaction speed while maintaining security. So let's go down here. I did another video on Digibyte. You can check my playlist. I get more in depth with that. Like I said, I just want to give a quick overview of it before we get into some price predictions. I love this article, and we'll get into that in a minute. So before we do, where are we with Digibyte? Okay, this is a day chart. One candle equals 1 day. And so let's zoom in a little bit here. So we're trading at 2 cents, 2 US pennies right now. It's cheap. None of this is financial advice. I paid more for my Digibytes. I'll tell you right now, I do hold this crypto and I'm going to hodl for a long time. So I'm bullish about it over the long term. And okay, so we saw some good volume. I don't know, maybe 4 weeks ago here. When it spiked down. Like spike downs, usually somebody's down there to scoop the deals. Let's just say when it comes on sale, some people panic, sell off, and then there's always people that buy it right back up. So that's where the money's made, I guess. So we are on a slight little uptrend. I don't know what's going to happen in the short run, but like I said, I'm definitely bullish long term with this one. So let's look on the weekly. Yeah. So one candle equals 1 week. We seem to have found support. Right back down to, this chart does not show all of Digibyte's history, just for the record. So it's only since June 2020, not quite 2 years on this chart. So we'll see if we can. It'd be nice if it would go back to 18 cents. It definitely could again. Definitely could. So yeah, that's the list of some of my Bitcoin forks I just put together. So you got Bitcoin and these forking off of Bitcoin. And I chose Digibyte, kind of different. Like, I've only been into crypto for a year, but a year ago I didn't really know much about crypto. I learned a little bit about blockchain. And then by about May 2021, I got into some crypto just to do some kind of day trading, just to maneuver my way around, to learn how these exchanges work. Because I've been dabbling on the stock market for about 5 years now, so I know how to day trade. I learned how to day trade. I learned how to swing trade, trade some options, and then I got into crypto. And I'm still into the stock market too, and cryptocurrency. I just love it. And I was looking for something. I didn't really know what at the beginning of my journey, but I knew everybody heard of Bitcoin. And then I looked at the Bitcoin forks because I had this oddball idea. And here it is, not financial advice, it's my own thoughts about some of the Bitcoin forks. And so I got into Digibyte. It was priced pretty good, like 5, 6, 7 cents. back, back around here, and I hodled, and I'm still holding them. So what I thought was, okay, Digibyte has a very, very strong project, and it's a very strong blockchain, especially security, and it also has speed. And being a little naive about crypto, I thought, it's a fork off of Bitcoin. What if, just because it's related to Bitcoin, it's not Bitcoin, but it's related to it. What if in the future, we're talking years down the line, the forks off of Bitcoin actually have a different value or pedigree? Like I said, I don't have a crystal ball, simply because they are a fork off a good old Bitcoin, and Bitcoin seems to be king. Like Wall Street loves Bitcoin, and they're making a whole bunch of different things based on Bitcoin. You got Bitcoin futures, you got Bitcoin ETFs, and a whole bunch of things. And I don't know, I just had this crazy idea that, it's close to Bitcoin simply because of, like there's Ethereum, and there's a lot of forks off of Ethereum. But what if its pedigree, its family ties down the line, because it's related to Bitcoin? I'm not even sure where I'm going with that, but that was my idea. I said, what if? So I just aped into Digibyte, bought up a whole bunch of them. We're not talking big bucks there, but I just did, and I'm going to hold them because, one, I believe in their project, and two, I love the fact that it's a fork off of Bitcoin. And it's as simple as that. I can't explain it more than that. I just have a feeling that its pedigree is going to help it one day, along with some of the other ones too. So not financial advice, I'm just guessing, but I can't lie to myself. It is truly, a fork off of Bitcoin. And there's just something about that I love. It's who you know. Type thing. So that's one thing I did. Like I said, I started into crypto at the beginning, and I got into a few things and got burned on a few things, and also I made a little bit on some stuff. But we've had kind of a downtrending market. We'll just jump to Bitcoin for a second. So again, this is the weekly. So we have had pullbacks with Bitcoin, and just a lot of things, especially from here, from let's say November 2021 to right now, which is March 16, 2022. So 5 months, say 4 or 5 months that we've kind of been going downwards, but we're getting some support. So that's why I'm doing this video, because I found a good, article about price predictions on Digibyte, and they're just guessing, and they admit it. Nobody has a crystal ball, but it's kind of interesting. So I'm seeing a bottom here, but right now what's going on? We have, war, we have inflation, we have interest rates. So have we bottomed? Is a shock over? War is a pretty good wild card, but yeah. And now let's go down here. I have, it's called Ready Aim Fire Pro. And down here, I don't know if you see this. Simpler Trading. I took a lot of courses with Simpler Trading, and John Carter is a trading genius. He's a trading god, and I bought this from them. And I love this Ready Aim Fire. So this is setting up on the weekly chart. It's saying to buy in. You have the green, the Ready Aim, and you see the price also pulled in pretty good. It didn't go way down under, oversold too far, but it's really close down here. I like that versus being more here. So we have a setup right here that says, maybe you can buy in. Look, a nice buy-in was over here too in 2019. The same thing going on for quite a while. It was going flat and sideways, but it was saying get in. So interesting that right now it is saying get in. This isn't financial advice. Anything could happen. That war really makes me nervous, as it does everyone else, for lots of reasons. So this is just technical analysis based on a chart and based on the Ready Aim Fire Pro. So yeah, I'm seeing a buy opportunity on a weekly. If we go to the monthly, what do we see? We're seeing, we're not seeing anything yet. No real setup yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Definitely on the weekly. On the daily, I don't remember what it said. We also have a buy on the daily from a couple days ago. Oh, that again, this is Bitcoin. So I don't know. Now if we jump back to Digi, oh my goodness. Of course I'm gonna botch it just while you guys are watching me. So on the day chart, Digi has a buy, an arrow, but it's not the setup that I like on the with the green. So we'll go back to the weekly and see if it matches up with Bitcoin's. Bitcoin's had a buy. Yeah, this has a buy signal too. So interesting stuff. But on the monthly, Bitcoin did not have an arrow yet to monthly now. But what I like is this line here is way down low, as in being oversold. So good, that's a good sign. So we do, however, have an entry saying get in on the weekly for Digibyte and also for Bitcoin. The both of them. Like I said, you know, we have a lot going on in the economy. This is just technical analysis. It's just chart reading. And I'm just doing some real basic eyeballing here. So not financial advice. I didn't buy into it today, just to let you know or anything. Yeah, so anyway, this is my collection of Bitcoin forks. So I don't want to stay too long there. Let's do some price predicting based on what they're saying author right here. So March 8th, 2022. So, and their price prediction article is based on technical analysis alone. Again, that's what I was saying too, because there's so much going on in the world. Let's just look at the charts. Okay, so I'm going to jump down to it. We looked at my chart. So here's what this author is saying. Digibyte price prediction by 2022. So if this bullish trend continues, Digibyte could reach almost 8 cents by the end of 2022. All right. So by the end, he's saying almost 8 cents. 2023. No, they're saying $1. 2023, 2024 could spike to around 5. 2025 could raise up to $10. So none of this is financial advice, and I wouldn't, you know, hold the author of this article, you know, accountable. It's just trying to predict this based on charts, which is how a lot of money is made. So by 2026, $20. So that's a double. 2025, 2026, doubling from 10 to 20. Interesting. I'd really like this to happen, to be honest. And I say this about a lot of the cryptos. I'd like to get into everything, but I can't. I mean, I'm not made of money, and neither are you guys. But at 2 pennies, I like the price because, yeah, I like the price, definitely. So investing in Digibyte, I've already went over that. I wanted to talk a little bit about, oh, okay, I don't have it. That's not something that I wanted to show you guys. All over the board here. Okay, we'll skip on to that. And I like this Digibyte accept the future. So Jarod Tate, founder, Digibyte. I'm working on a Digibyte blockchain video update among several things. I know people want to hear about the V8.22.0 progress, but what other questions do you have? So here's your chance, folks. Go and tell them what questions you have, what's on your mind. And, you know, who knows? Might make it in the video, might get a question answered. So yeah, that's nice of him to do that. Awesome. So that's about all I have. You guys could subscribe to my channel. I have a Digibyte playlist. I would appreciate that. And hit the bell notification for more videos like this, because I will be putting out more. I love Digibyte, and I'm really thankful that you guys watch my videos. I appreciate it. And I will be making more for sure as I find more information about Digibyte to write about. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.